Our lesson today is about types of forces. Objectives. At the end of this presentation, the students should be able to define contact force and a force acting from a distance. Describe the contact forces. Types of forces. There are two types of forces. Contact forces are forces that appear when some bodies act on others while they are in contact. Example, a man pushes a car. The man applies a force F on this car. The force F is a contact force, since there is contact between the hands of the man and the car. If there is no contact between the hands of the man and the car, there is no applied force by the man on the car. Forces acting from a distance are forces that produce their effect on bodies without physical contact. Example, we have a magnet and iron ball. The magnet attracts the iron ball by a force F. There is no contact between the magnet and the iron ball. The magnet attracts the iron ball at a distance. This force is magnetic force. The point of application of this force is center of gravity. Contact forces. The first one is the muscular force. For example, if we have a box and the hand pushes this box, the hand applied a force F on this box. The force F is applied by the muscles of this hand. Then this force is called muscular force. Muscular force is the force exerted by a body on objects, or we can define it by a force done by muscles. The point of application of this force. Since this force is a contact force, then its point of application is the point of contact. The line of action. The line of action in this case is horizontal. The direction. The direction in this case is to right. The second one is the tension force. Example 1. If we have a spring and a ball suspended from its end, then the spring applied a force on this ball, which is the tension force. Then, tension force is a force exerted by a spring on object attached to it. The point of application of tension. Since tension is a contact force, then the point of application is the point of contact. The line of action of tension is along the spring axis. Example 2. If we have a spring and a ball suspended from its end, then the spring applied a force tension on the ball. The point of application of this force is point of contact. The line of action of this force is along the spring axis. The third one is the reaction of support. Example 1. If we have Earth and a body is on this Earth, then the Earth applied a force on this ball, which is the normal reaction or reaction of support. Reaction of support or normal reaction is a force exerted by a support, table, roof, chair, plane, road, on objects placed on it. The point of application of this force. Since this force is a contact force, then the point of application is the point of contact. The line of action of the normal reaction is always perpendicular to the plane of support. Example 2. If we have inclined plane and a body on this surface or this support, then the inclined plane applied a force normal reaction on this body. The normal reaction, its point of application is the point of contact, and the line of action is perpendicular to the plane of support. The fourth one is the friction force. Example 1. If we have a car moving on a rough surface, then there is a force that opposes the direction of motion, which is the force of friction. The force of friction is the force that resists the sliding motion of the bodies. The point of application of the friction force is the point of contact. The line of action of the friction force. The force of friction is always opposes the motion of an object. The direction of a friction force is opposite to the direction of motion. Example 2. If we have a car moving on an inclined plane, of rough surface. Then there is a force that opposes the direction of motion, which is the force of friction. Its point of application is the point of contact, and its direction is opposite to the direction of motion. Thank you.